Let's rewatch. Sweet. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So today's call might not be too long, depending on which direction we go in, because I know sometimes I go off on a tangent about things. But yeah, so recently, and I'll kind of show you guys this. I built this today for myself and well, for the company. And basically it's, it's a thesis that I'm going to be using to sell to clients, right? And I'm going to be sharing this whether I'm reaching out through cold email. Give me 1 second. Someone's calling me. So, all right, did it cut out? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So now I created this today, and it didn't take me all day to create it, but it took me a good amount of time to create it. And basically, this is what I'm going to be leveraging to sell to, to clients, right? And it's not just to sell, but in a way, it's to warm up clients before they, ever get to know anything about me. Now, right now, it's just a Google Doc. Before I share it, it's not letting me move it up. Not sure why. Give me 1 second. Okay. So essentially, you guys can create something like this for yourselves as well that kind of gives it gives a quick explainer to your clients whenever you're reaching out to them. And, I'm going to be using this on email. I'm going to be using it. We might start running some SMS campaigns, so I might share the doc on there as well. But essentially, what the goal is to turn it into a video, upload it to to our main landing page. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right. Sweet. Let me hit share. And one thing one of my coaches reminded me of is like, I'm trying to turn you guys into me in a short time frame when it took me like 7 years to become me and the way that I think. And that's somewhere where I messed up a little bit because, again, I, I'm trying to ramp you guys up and get you guys to think like me, to act and work like me when, it took me 7 years to get this way. And I'm trying to do that for you guys, in a short time frame. So essentially, I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a quick run through of what this is, why it's built the way it is, and the purpose of it, right? So main purpose number one is to educate any prospect, whether I'm reaching out to them on LinkedIn, email, SMS, even potentially cold calling, right? If I cold call somebody and they want to know something about, give me 1 second. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, we had the noise, yeah.
All right, yeah, someone's calling me from Discord. Okay, sweet. All right, hopefully that didn't mess up the call. So yeah, where was I? This is to educate everyone that wants to learn more about my offer, but not only that, but I need to educate them on my process of how we're actually gonna improve their business, and not just improve their business, but potentially scale them rapidly, right? So this headline, I can change it as many times as I want, whoever I want to talk to, right? Attention B2B owners, right? Are you tired of are you tired of are you tired of struggling to generate consistent high quality leads to grow your business? It's time to break free from the frustration and start seeing real results, right? I'm not going to continue reading. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a short run through of this, right? I could have made it all text, but the purpose is, and this is a pretty cool section, in case you guys want to know more about me. But yeah, and then it's just, I explain my process of how we're actually going to deliver for them, and how we're going to get them solid results, right? And it's not long, right, to Google Doc, but I'm also going to turn this into a video. And let me kind of give you guys a quick look at the site. And it's going to be right here, right in the center of it, right? And again, the site just breaks down the offer even more. Now, you might be thinking, I spent hours and hours on this. Now, I have different sets of skills, which didn't make it take that long, but some softwares that I used just to create this. So number one, you've got system.io, which is this one. And I've got some funnels in here, right? But the website is basically system.io. It's free, but it's also, I think, like 27 bucks a month just for their cheapest version. If you want some paid stuff, I wanted some of the stuff I had to pay for, but it's free. And it makes it extremely easy to create any type of funnel you want, right? Like it's literally drag and drop. And you guys can even use ChatGPT to, give you some words for anything like this. Like literally, you guys can use system.io to build yourself a quick funnel, or if you're doing it for a client, right? And then you use ChatGPT to just give you some information on your own offer, right? Whatever it is you're trying to do. Like at the end of the day, I'm an appointment setter, but I'm a leveraged appointment setter. If you guys remember from last time, the little diagram I showed you guys, right? Let me see if it's still saved, right? Let's see. It should be, I'm not too sure which one it is. Let me check this one. It's not this one. Let's check this one. It's not this one. Okay. I feel like I deleted it. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Okay, there we go. So essentially I'm over here, right? I'm a leverage growth specialist, right? So getting efficient at these different tools and softwares allows me to do the same job that all of you guys are doing, except I can do it at a much, much higher rate, right? Now, let me kind of show you guys this. All right, back to system, right? So I learned how to get good at creating funnels, right? And it's not just about creating funnels, it's about copywriting and everything I mentioned in the other call from two sales calls, two group calls ago, right? But where you guys have an advantage is I had to learn this stuff naturally, right? But now you guys have AI, right? Artificial intelligence like ChatGPT that can literally, create certain things for you guys, right? Like for me, the way I leverage it is I'm using it for email sequences. I'm using it for copywriting. I'm using it for all that stuff. Obviously, you still have to proofread it. Obviously, you need to make sure if the better you are at understanding good copywriting, the better it's going to be. And the easier it's going to be overall for you to become more of a leveraged, growth specialist, right? So most of you guys are still right here, right? You probably know how to be an appointment setter, but you're not as efficient as you could be, right? And the better and more efficient you guys get at becoming leveraged and learning different skill sets to still do the same offer, to still provide the same value, to still deliver the same results, the better it's going to be for you, right? So let me go back to this, right? So I created this so that I could present it to any client that I'm potentially working with, right? You guys can create something similar based on your skill sets, right? And what you think you can provide to a client, right? And Olu, you just popped up, but essentially I was explaining, you can catch the recording of this, but I'm explaining how you guys can, become more leveraged as you're starting to work with different businesses. And depending on how high you guys want to take it, most of you guys are right here, right? But you guys can go down this map faster the more time you put into learning different things, right? So whatever time you guys have on your hands, sacrifice that time to learning more skills, right? Because that's what I've literally done for the past 7 years is just pick up skills, learn things, buy courses, buy programs. And I've done that over and over and over, right? Now, you guys might not be at that stage. It might take you guys a little bit longer to be able to just buy program after program, work with coaches, work with consultants and so on. But you guys are here, right? Most of you. And I think if I were in your shoes right now, I would do whatever it took to get a client pretty quickly, right? And you guys already, all of you know how to get a client, right? And I wouldn't just take the money I'm making from the client and enjoy it. You definitely can, but take that money and literally put it into learning copywriting, put it into learning, because all these different things, right? And the main thing I explained in this thesis that I created to share to clients is that sales teams, like a company used to need to have a large sales team to grow to millions a month, right? Now there are companies that are doing those same numbers with only a sales team of 2 to 4 people, right? Why? It's because those same salespeople, they became better than the rest, right? They learned how to leverage technologies like AI. They learned how to leverage advertising. They learned how to leverage personalized outbound, which is basically sending cold emails and sending cold outreach and things like that. They got really good at it, right? And as well as they learned how to create prospect-centric funnels, which is just a fancy word for sales funnels that I chose to use. But essentially, the more leveraged that you guys become, right? Some of you might be comfortable here, right? Making $3,000 to $7,000 a month. Some of you might be comfortable here. Some of you might be comfortable here. Some of you might be comfortable here, right? But understand that the more leveraged you become, the higher your income potential gets, right? And I think there was another tool that I'm currently using that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see. Let me pull up the other one. Okay, awesome. So you guys all probably have a LinkedIn, and it would be smart to have a LinkedIn. So let me kind of pull up LinkedIn, pull up my personal LinkedIn, and then kind of give you guys a run through on how some of you can get a client really quickly just leveraging LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a lot more targeted, especially if you pay for LinkedIn, right? You guys probably don't want to pay for LinkedIn right now. That's fine. But let me kind of show you guys. So my LinkedIn, super basic. You guys can still see this, right? Yes, no?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry,
sweet.
it takes some time for my mic to go.
Yeah, no worries. So sweet, right? Literally, Duno, my first name, last name, a decent profile picture. I'm probably going to change this, but you want to have a decent profile picture showing your face, right? Growth specialist, you can have appointment setter, you can have whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, but I just put growth specialist. I put something that I've done. And then what I talk about, I like to talk about systems and lead generation, right? Simple. Now, when you create your own funnel, like I showed you guys, right? Give me 1 second. I had to let somebody back into the Zoom. Okay, there we go. So this is my sales funnel, right? W dot. And it didn't take me that long to create something like this, right? You don't have to, but you can, right? It's pretty simple to create something like this. But initially, right, I have it right here. If anybody wants to learn more about me, when I add the video, it'll make it much more streamlined and better, which I'm going to add sometime today. But, you know, my LinkedIn isn't great. Like some of you, if you've explored LinkedIn, you've seen some pretty fancy LinkedIn profiles. I don't have anything sexy. I don't have anything fancy. I could if I wanted to, but I don't, right? Now, there's a skill quiz, right? LinkedIn lets you do this to add more stuff to your profiles. And people are businesses will always be in demand for leads. So just setting up your LinkedIn profile and raising your hand and saying that, you're looking for a job, you automatically stand out in people that are searching for appointment setters, for sales reps, for not specifically growth specialists, but you would want to type something related to that in your profile, right? People are constantly looking for appointment setters, sales reps, growth specialists, even though they're not called growth specialists, right? But initially, the more keywords, right, that you have, and even just posting content, none of you have to post video content, right? Because LinkedIn, you don't really need to do that, right? Let me just walk you guys through some of the posts I have on my profile, right? All I have is my own knowledge, right? I already showed you guys how to use certain boards like Miro. This one was made on Lucid, right? But literally, just play around with your knowledge. Leverage what I've taught you guys so far. Create your own little sequences, right? And just explain the sequence, right? And put it on LinkedIn, right? And anyone that you connect with they're gonna see they're gonna see your content when they open up LinkedIn like the next day, right? If I connected with somebody today, tomorrow when they open up LinkedIn, they're gonna see my content, right? And literally, this is nothing crazy. It's nothing complicated. All I explained was, do you ever wonder how Gary Vee posts 100 times a day? Well, this is how, right? And I just made a little process and I posted, right? So it can go like I have a video, but that's like from last year. So literally, it doesn't need to be that complicated for you guys to get hired. Just get on LinkedIn, optimize your profile, right? Let me go back. Optimize your LinkedIn profile, right? Start connecting with some people. Start connecting with business owners. The cool thing about LinkedIn is you can, like people can endorse you, right? So some of you guys, if you speak with each other, you can literally endorse each other on skill sets, right? So like me, I have endorsements from other people that I've worked with. Now, this could be better, but I don't spend too much time on LinkedIn, but these are people that endorse me for management, right? People that endorse me for team building, right? It's crazy that this dude, like JT Fox, right, endorsed me for management, right? He endorsed me for like literally, it's not that hard for any of you guys that if you still haven't gotten hired or placed or anything like that yet, right? Literally optimize your LinkedIn profile. Go to search, right? Look up marketing, right? Let's say you want to work with marketing agencies. Almost everyone is on LinkedIn. But let's say I want to work with marketing agencies. Cool. I go to all filters, right? Now on the right is going to show me how I want to filter it, right? Okay. I want to look for job type. Let's say you're filtering for jobs, right? I can go full-time, I can go part-time, I can go contract, I can go temporary, internship, anything you want, right? I wouldn't do internship if I was you though. Now, remote, job collection, blah, blah, blah. Easy apply. And you can literally pick, let's say you want to work in the US because you're based in another country. Literally, you can pick the locations, right? You can pick the industries that you want to work for, right? But let me just show results, right? Now it's going to show me all these different companies, right? That I can reach out to. Don't be afraid to reach out to any company, right? Don't be afraid to do it because you never know who's going to say yes, right? Now, if you want to pay for LinkedIn or if you want to just get a free trial for 30 days of their premium version, you get access to something called Sales Navigator, right? So I have access to Sales Navigator, right? Sales Navigator is much, much more complex, right? Because it lets you filter more specifically who you want to work with, right? So let's say I want to work with, let's go to industry. Let's say I want to work with chiropractors, all right? Include chiropractors. It just gave me 4,000 results for chiropractors. Okay, let me put the geography. Let me put United States, right? Now it's giving me 2.5K. I don't think, but again, that's still a good amount of leads. Let me remove chiropractors. Let's go for, what's a good niche for you guys? Let's go for agency. No, agency's not there. Let's go marketing. All right, marketing services. Look at that, 180,000 results, right? And I guarantee all of them aren't making a lot of money. And it's because they need you guys' services, right? This might look a little complex, but again, we can keep narrowing down, right? Let's say we want to only talk to CEOs, right? Okay, let's go to here. CEO, Chief Executive Officers, right? That $180,000, $180,000 results just went down to 4.5K, that's still a huge number of leads to reach out to. 4.5 thousand, 4,500, right? Now, what you can do if you have Sales Navigator, right, is you can save each one of these, right? You can connect with them directly, or you can just save the lead and do more research on them. So let's say I want to do more research on Eric to see if he's actually qualified. All right, I can see he's the CEO of Wide Focus. He does social media marketing strategist. He's a speaker, writer. This is a pretty big guy, right? He's not some small time marketer. That's fine. That does not mean he won't hire, right? So I can check out his website. Now I'm looking at his website. Now, in my opinion, like he could use my services, like genuinely, right? Just what I'm providing, I can work with him and help him optimize his own, not just his site, but optimize his current lead gen, right? I don't know how much money he's making. He's been around since 2007, right? But just with my offer alone, I can optimize his whole entire marketing, right? He's probably doing paid ads. He's probably not, right? So my point for you guys is it's not that hard. It's not as hard as you think. Now, it might be hard getting replies, but that's where you get experience. Because if people aren't replying to you and you're an appointment setter, well, what if you're working with someone and they need you to get replies? So if you can't get replies for yourself and you can't figure it out, then you're not going to be able to figure it out for them. So you get the experience of learning how to figure it out by actually reaching out to these companies. Don't be afraid to reach out to companies and people because you don't think they're going to reply, because that's how you're going to, pick up on experience. Now, another tool that you guys might really enjoy is called Use Artemis, right? Now, it's a Chrome extension that you can add on Google Chrome, and essentially it lets you extract leads, right? So right now I'm extracting, leads, or I already did, but I extracted 350 leads from LinkedIn. And, this is a little bit complicated, but basically I get all their data, right? So I get to have their email and phone number and everything like that once I click enrich, right? So it'll give me their phone numbers, it'll give me their emails, all the qualified ones, and then I can just start reaching out to them via email or via phone number or whatever, right? So now I don't know if it's free, but I'm pretty sure they might have paid versions. But it's just a Chrome extension, right? So yeah, guys, don't overcomplicate not getting hired, right? This is their welcome page, right? Don't overcomplicate it, right? If you having another one you can use to find potential clients is Ninja Leads, right? They all work the same. Another one is Apollo, but it's basically LinkedIn. But again, it's another good one. Another one is Seamless.ai. Another good one, right? You can find people looking for, those specific, looking for appointment setters, looking for SDRs, looking for sales reps, looking for any type of specific job, but you need to reach out to them first, right? And if you just want to post a job, perfect. Go to Fiverr.com, right? Go to Fiverr.com, post yourself. You're looking for work as an appointment setter. Another one is Upwork, right? Upwork.com, right? If you're trying to be a freelancer, it's not that hard nowadays. But if you're trying to be a freelancer that makes a lot of money, well, that's when you become leveraged, right? That's when you stack skills. The more skills that you stack, the more money you're going to make, right? Especially if you just follow this roadmap. Learn how to book appointments, learn how to be a growth specialist, which is picking up more skills, right? Learn how to be a leader, which is now you're able to manage people. Learn how to be a leverage growth specialist. Now you understand a lot more, right? You understand how to grow audiences on different platforms, organically and paid. I don't think I need to go more in depth, but I'm going to open it up for questions. Olu, you were messaging me on Instagram, so you can go first. What's up?
First of all, maybe like you can I would prefer like a private version because I came late now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a different link so you can book one.
Okay, thanks.
Let me grab the link.
But on Discord, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it on Discord.
Uh,
Let me see. All right, do you see it?
yeah.
All right, sweet. Let me know when you book it, and then yeah. Does anybody else have a question?
No.
Sweet. George, Daniel, Syed.
Hey, I have some questions, man. I would like to
So,
connect with you one-to-one.
all right, book a call.
Is it possible, like end of the session, shall we connect the call for just for 5 minutes,
Mm-mm,
not more than that?
not today.
Not today,
Yeah, not today.
just
What
5
do you
minutes,
mean?
not more than that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said today's not a good time for that. So use the I'm gonna send the link to you on Discord.
Duno, I'm guessing me and Daniel didn't have our call then.
You guys can ask your questions here, but yeah, what's up?
I was just wondering, when's when's a list gonna come through? Is the guy still